This is Andi Purewal of Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm joined by Aaron Chalmers here in Nottingham. Aaron, firstly, Happy New Year. Hope you had a good Christmas and what have you. Did you get up to much?
No, I was in training up until the 23rd of December, and then I went back on the Monday just after New Year, so it was a quiet one, which is a big change for me, but it was a very quiet one.
I was about to say, that doesn't sound like Aaron Chalmers most will know.
It was, well, I've got two young babies now, so yeah, how times have changed.
Aaron, just before we do come on to yourself and your move into boxing, we're here in Nottingham.
Yeah.
Leigh Wood, Michael Conlan. Michael Conlan, somebody you know very well, you train alongside him.
Yeah.
A very tense, heated press conference we just witnessed, not many expected. What did you make of it?
Well, when the lads started playing the instrument, I was like videoing thinking, oh, this is class. Then everyone started singing. I was like, I can't really post that on Instagram because obviously I'm here for Mick. But do you know, it was a good atmosphere. It started nice and respectful, but like they both said, it's a fight, you know what I mean? It's obviously going to get a little bit bitter, but I think they've got a lot of respect for each other. Obviously, Leigh's the champion, and Mick's coming to take the belt, so I think it's going to be an absolutely cracking fight, and judging from what we're seeing here, I think the atmosphere is going to be amazing.
I speak to Ben Davison after it all happened, and he said he seems to think that the pressure's getting to Mick a bit. You'll know him as well as anyone because of how long you've spent with him. Did you get any form of any sense of pressure getting to Mick?
Nah, not at all, not at all. I think Mick just likes to spice it up a little bit, you know what I mean? Because it started, as you know, Mick, looking back in the Olympics when he done the fingers and stuff, it's not he's not a quiet going kid, so I think when it started off a bit respectful, he thought he would just mix it up a little bit, and it worked, and I think it makes for a great press conference tomorrow in Mick's hometown in Belfast.
Aaron, going into this fight, what do you expect to see from Mick? You know, you work and train alongside him on stage again. Ben and Leigh Wood were adamant they're going to get the stoppage, they won't stop Mick. From what you see in training camp, how does Mick approach this fight?
Listen, I'm not going to say too much, but if anyone, Mick's got the most unbreakable mentality I've ever seen when it comes to training. Like, he's a machine. And I'm not just saying that because I train with him, but I've never met anyone with the mindset that Mick's got, so it just makes for an all-exciting fight. Obviously, Ben and Leigh are going to be confident, you know what I mean? They're the champion and Ben's backing his fighter, but I think, like Jamie said, it's destiny for Mick. I think he's been tipped to be a world champion. I think this is the start of the takeover, but it's going to be a cracking fight, and like I say, after witnessing the atmosphere here, I can't wait to be in the arena on the night.
Seeing what you saw today, does that whet your own appetite for your own press conference?
I'll be honest with you, do you know when it comes to fighting, the press conference, I hate the press conference more than anything. Which you wouldn't think because I was on TV, but I hate the press conference. I hate the press conference and the face-off because it's like, you're so close yet so far. So, yeah, these are not my favourite things, but I know they have to be done, part and parcel of the fight game.
Aaron, get an update from yourself. Obviously, you fought in MMA,
yeah.
You were successful in that, now you're coming over into boxing. Have you got any update for the fans who are waiting to see what's next?
I'll be honest with you, my boxing licence was held back for a year. I'd done a brain scan and there was something like a shadow under the eye, so I had to do a brain assessment to see that it wasn't from a head injury, and when I'd done the assessment they said it was just something from birth. So that was a bit of the delay, but I'm glad because I feel like if I had jumped in any time sooner, I wouldn't have been a fully a boxer. It would have been more of a scrappy fight, which I was in MMA, and I kind of messed the MMA up, so I feel like I want to do the boxing. I've got about 3 years left before I'm too old, and I want to do it properly, so that's what was holding us back.
What's the difference between training for MMA and training in boxing?
It's a weird one. So I think the boxing training's harder. The MMA training's harder on the body. Like, I felt about 50 years old when I was fucking training MMA. My neck and my back was always injured. The boxing is, I think it's harder mentally. Like, the sparring, it's like, it's fucking, you're just there. Where the MMA, you can hit, kind of go for a one-that hit, you can take someone down, get a breather. Whereas the boxing, as soon as you get tired, mate, you're fucked. You get your head punched off, so there's a big, I didn't think there was such a big of a change until I went into the boxing, and it's massive.
And what's your ultimate ambition when you enter through the ropes into boxing for the first time? What do you want to achieve within the sport?
Do you know what it is? Like I say, I'm 34 now, I'm not getting any younger, so I just want to achieve goals that I've set for myself. Like, let's be honest, I'm not going to be a world champion, and I know that, but as long as I can have fun, do what I want to do. Me and Adam have got a plan. Like, me and Adam Booth, I said I want to do this, and this, and yeah, let's hopefully start it off in the next few months and work towards them goals.
Talk about working with Adam, Aaron. You know, he's very recognised within sport, one of the top trainers in the country, and had a lot of success throughout his time in the sport. What's it like working alongside somebody like him?
I'll be honest with you, I don't work much with Adam. He's more with I'm more with H and Charlie, who have brought us on fucking wonders. I've done little bits with Adam, but see, when I work with Adam, I get nervous. It's like such a nervous thing when he holds the pads. It's like, oh fucking hell, I don't want to mess it up, but. Yeah, it's just an amazing gym. There's an amazing atmosphere. There's no egos around the gym, which I like, because a lot of gyms I've been around in MMA and stuff, there's always seems to be egos, which I don't like, which I think makes a bad atmosphere in gyms. But yeah, I love it down there. So I can't complain.
Aaron, you've also got a new addition to the gym, Liam Williams. How's Liam settled in?
Liam settled in really well. The first day on a Monday night, we always do hills on the treadmill. So Mick's tried to break him. He tried to break him, right, and he fucking couldn't. So Liam is fit. Like I thought, nah, there's no way he'll keep up with Mick, but he fucking did. He's a fit bastard.
He's fought with Chris Eubank Jr. one which many are excited for, one which everybody expects fireworks in. From what you've seen with Liam in camp, what do you expect to see come February 5th?
Do you know, I think that's another cracking fight. Liam's strong. He's a big fucking middleweight, do you know what I mean? He's a strong kid. Obviously Chris Eubank Jr. is a cracking fighter as well, but I'm excited for it because they hate each other. There's nothing, you know, when you see fighters and they're shaking hands before a fight, obviously it still makes for a good fight, but you know, when people hate each other, it always makes for a better fight. So I'm very excited for that one, and I'm going to be there, so hopefully be ringside in there to witness that. And then Harlem's on the card as well, so be able to watch him.
Well, I want to touch on that as well. Harlem's the cousin to Chris Eubank Jr. So what's the dynamic like in the gym?
So at the moment they train at different times, which I think is obviously the teammates, but for the next 3 weeks it's a little bit I wouldn't say awkward, but they know what they have to do until that fight's out the way. So there hasn't really been any atmosphere, because like I say, when Liam's finishing, Harlem comes in. So yeah, that's just how it is.
Right, just final one. I know Liam's introduced some slippers into the camp. Have you jumped on that bandwagon?
I just ordered some before. So I've got Crocs at home, but without the fur. So when I put my feet in Liam's with the fur, I was like, I'm fucking missing out. So yeah, I mean, fucking 4 years ago, if you had asked if I would wear Crocs, I would have said no chance. But listen, I'm getting older, I'm a father, so yeah, I've jumped on the bandwagon.
I was going to say, if you was walking around Newcastle wearing them, I don't think that would have left the best impression.
Listen, mate, I'm 34 now. I'm all about the comfort. Gone are the skinny jeans and the tight underpants. I'm all about comfort now, so I've got a pair of Crocs.
Right, Aaron, I appreciate your time now. I'm sure your team's getting ready to depart soon, so thank you for speaking to me in Boxing
Thank
Central.
you very much, mate. Thank you.
Cheers.